Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Gemini. So, Gemini, as always, I'm doing a reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you see are from this deck. Um, so, Gemini, there's an interesting conversation going on between you wanting to rationalize this dialogue and the Magician that seems to be holding back a lot of very important, crucial information from you. And the conversation here is that the pieces of data or information are so mysterious coming from this magician that you don't understand why they're giving that information at all for you. Basically, the information is wait until 8. Because we're starting with the 8 of Swords. And this phrase, wait until 8, was exactly what I heard with this card. But there is like a great discomfort in this 8 of Swords for some reason. And I feel like it is attached to not knowing what this means, not knowing what wait until 8 means. So there is something about this phrase that might be, going on in your mind. It's almost like this feedback loop that gives you no answer, just discomfort. And I feel like this is something that, maybe you have been given this piece of data or this information or, this message for a while now. It's like it's been a while. And it's growing on you, but it's growing the discomfort as well. It's just like maybe you are tired of waiting for the answer that will give some meaning to this message of wait until it's 8. Because here, with the Magician and the King of Swords, so the King of Swords is you, Gemini, using your reason, using your mind, using your ability to process this information with logic, with some sort of like a linear thought, right? But the Magician here, often I see this Magician, especially when it's upright, holding something inside this hat. And I feel like it has to do with the meaning of this 8, right? Which could be associated with, something that could be like a delicate matter, something that could be, not pleasant or not joyful or not uplifting, right? It could be something that is incredibly uncomfortable. But there's also something that I was seeing with the 8 of Swords, especially when I saw the King of Swords coming after the Magician, which is you. I feel like for you, Gemini, you are using every single tool that you have at hand, meaning you're using every single cognitive capacity that you have to adjust the questions that you're making, because this card was talking about this bridge that you're building with your questions, which is interesting because yesterday for Taurus, they were making the right questions, and the questions were taking them eventually to this journey that was removing them from the comfort zone that they have built and was taking them to this dynamic stability. But for you, it's nothing about stability, at least not for now. But there is something about you trying to get closer and closer and closer to the answer and closer to the Magician. So perhaps this Magician is somebody that it's, maybe a professor, like a teacher or a master, or like somebody that has the ability to, well, maybe they're really good in keeping secrets, right? It's like they're really good in creating this aura of mystery and just maybe this is purposeful. Now that I'm sensing into this, Gemini, maybe they want to pull you closer to them, and that's the reason why they're not giving you a clear answer yet, right? I feel like they want you to lean forward in the direction of this mysterious hat and what they're keeping from you inside of it. Because, you know, you have your own crown here activated, I want to say. So you're smart, you're intelligent, you're not unaware of what's going on. But I feel like just because you haven't received yet a straightforward answer from this magician, I feel like you are doing exactly what they want you to do, which is, you know, get closer to them, build this bridge upon questions that are going to eventually lead to this moment that might bring you the answer to this riddle of wait until it's 8. Because, you know, I was just going through my mind, you know, and maybe this is what you're doing, right? Each sword could be like 8 p.m., 8 a.m., 8 minutes, 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, or the 8th month of the year. What is the number 8 meaning, right? What is this about? Why 8? This is what you're asking the magician. And the magician is insisting and say, wait until it's 8, right? They're not giving away much, I want to say. But your insistence in, it's almost like you're trying to tackle every possibility of what this 8 could mean, and this is what is getting you closer to the answer. Because I feel like when the time is right, the answer will come. So we have the Ace of Swords, which came reversed. So this is actually the answer. So you see here, oops. You see here how when the swords are upright, they are facing upwards, and this downward motion of the Ace of Swords is like the piece that you were waiting for. So these are the questions unanswered by the magician, but clearly this magician is saying, you know, it will be worth the wait. Like, wait and keep on asking the questions, keep on asking why. This is important. It's like, why 8? This is important that you keep on asking that, because eventually it will make sense. And this Ace of Swords reverse, it was coming through like a powerful download. It was coming through like this, it's almost like this incredible headache, actually. It's like the type of information that knocks you over, right? It's I feel like it's going to be more than you were imagining, or if you are feeling, you know, this growing discomfort with more unanswered questions than any type of answer at all, right? It's like, here is your, well, these are your multiple attempts in making the right questions so that the magician could, you know, maybe the magician is testing your interest and just wanting to see how far you will go to connect with this deeper knowledge, with this hidden knowledge, perhaps. And so I feel like the moment that it comes, even if you were already uncomfortable, I feel like this is going to hit you like a big lightning bolt. But in your mind, it's going to feel like your head is about to explode. This is the sensation that I'm having, right? It's like this, you know, maybe because the magician has access to cosmic information that is, you know, for most people is mind-blowing. I feel like maybe this is a reason why they weren't giving you straightforward answers, or, you know, answering everything in your time, because it's about the time of the cosmos and when this information can be revealed, right? When the riddle will be ready to be answered, but because they want to see if you're capable of dealing with this immense hit, with this immense information that will blow your mind, essentially. Because it's, okay, so the type of answer that wants to come with this Ace of Swords, Gemini, that you know that you have this open crown, this open mind, this open awareness, and I want to say most of all, like the willingness, the desire, this search, right, for the answer, that you will not only be able to take it or to absorb it and process it, because that's the thing about you being this King of Swords. It's like you are able to process a very important, significant information about the planet. So with the World card coming next, the way that I was seeing this is that not only this Ace of Swords is hitting your head, and you could sense that the information is finally arriving the moment that you have this massive headache, or, you know, you just cannot open your eyes because your head is like spinning around so fast, or, you know, that type of mind-blowing type of insight that it's like you don't know what to do with that information at first. You just have to be like, you have to be the vessel to receive it, right? And because you see how there's this motion of like, it's going to it's almost like it has to have your openness in order for it to descend, right? Especially because this World card coming after, the information that needs to come and that wants to come from this magician, and maybe the magician is, you know, a very connected person. It's like maybe they are a shaman, maybe they are I don't know, a channeler, maybe they are a reader, maybe they are somebody that has access to magical information, cosmic information, that it's like that they know the importance also of creating the mystery, so that they know how devoted, how like how committed you are to this process, you know, despite the discomfort, despite the yeah, just the discomfort of not receiving the answers when you're asking the questions, right? So maybe this is like this type of initiation process where, you know, maybe this is like this shamanic type of journey that you have to undergo, you know, this process without receiving much information at first, just you showing your desire, your interest, your commitment to this process, and suddenly it strikes you, right? And suddenly it hits you with full force, with this mind-blowing type of insight and epiphany, because it concerns the globe. There's something, okay, so what I was saying about this information that needs to lock perfectly, it's like it needs to match. And it's interesting because this was also in the Taurus reading, right? They were questioning if their jobs, if their livelihoods, if their life essentially was matching their self, their awareness of who they are. And this is in part here also. The difference is that you are completely aware, you're completely, it's like you're desirous, right? It's like you're willing to wait until 8 or 9 or whatever message needs to come, or whatever time it is, or whatever perfect moment or perfect alignment is that will bring this answer to the riddle. And that is, it's like you're, okay, so what I'm hearing is like you're a very skilled apprentice. You're a very skilled apprentice, Gemini. And the level of interest that you're dedicating towards it is actually creating the perfect vessel to receive this information, because it's not only your interest, but it's like you are representing many, you are representing the world, you are representing people that you don't know, right? Essentially humanity. Because the same way that this information is arriving for you, it's actually aligning to the axis of the world. So this might be part of the message, this might be the content of this insight, the download that you're receiving. There's something about truth coming to the axis of the planet. So I don't know, I don't understand much about, the magnetic poles and the geographic poles aligning to the magnetic poles, but it feels something like that. So if this is something that you are interested in, and you are searching and searching and searching, and perhaps you have bumped into something or somebody, or a piece of, like, a body of knowledge that could be very tricky to decipher, but you know that the more you insist, the more you ask why this and why that, you will eventually receive this piece of information that will bring you the truth, like the truth that will come to earth, the truth that will be connected to the axis of the planet. So there's something about the alignment of yourself and the alignment of humanity. So it's almost like you're one cell in this huge organism that is Earth. So the reason why you have to wait until 8, perhaps, and this is part of the truth that is coming to you, is that not only need to be completely, fully awake, but the planet needs to be in this alignment, like this internal axis. The axis of the planet needs to be in a specific alignment for this to come through and bring this shower of love. So the 10 of Cups coming next. So this is reminding me actually of the collective reading that I did for either the solar eclipse or the lunar eclipse, or maybe it was the 1111 portal. But it was talking about a shower of love that was coming from the cosmos, penetrating our atmosphere down to earth, down to the surface of the earth, that because of the skepticism, or because of the filters of negativity or disbelief, it was cutting in half the amount of love that was actually pouring down from the cosmos onto earth, right? And the, just half of it was literally landing here on earth. But for you, Gemini, for some reason, it's like you are so open, you're so interested, you're so willing to wait for the answer to come, and you're asking the right questions that is, bringing you closer, in a sense, to the cosmos, or to the magician, if this magician is an actual person that is passing on this information to you. I feel like you know that at some point this riddle will be answered, that you're going to crack the riddle itself, because so far it hasn't made sense. But when this alignment comes through, it's like part of the truth that you will be so clear about, with this instant headache that is, going to create this spinning, it's almost like this spinning mind that okay, so this is interesting. Your mind will spin with this information, because it's like maybe you will be so connected to the cosmos and to this earth that is part of the cosmos, that you're going to be spinning or sensing the spinning of the earth, right? So it's going to be like this massive breakthrough, in a sense, but it's like it's going to make your head spin, of course, but because this mind-blowing information is connected to something that is in this huge scale of the whole planet, right? It's like being in the center of the earth, feeling this complete alignment of the poles of, you know, the magnetic field of the earth, this axis of the planet, and how being the earth, it's like maybe you will have like this massive realization that you are the earth, that you're thinking for the earth, that you're feeling for the earth, that you're aligned with the earth, and therefore your mind spinning, it's going to be this earth spinning as well, right? Because it's going to be like this, it's like I'm seeing this as like this descending of powerful love, right? This is the type of love that we're not used to experiencing, at least not generally here on earth. So it's like the truth can only come, this mind-blowing truth can only come when the earth and you know, being one of the humans awakening here right now, this is the moment that this love can descend. This is the moment that this powerful universal love, unconditional love, you know, cosmic love, it's like it creates the bridge. It's like you're creating the bridge. You are asking the right questions as much as Taurus, asking everything that you can, asking why, so that this is allowing you to receive this incredible insight and aligning you with like what the earth needs to know right now and what the earth needs to receive right now, which seems to be like, you know, with this alignment, with this major alignment of the poles of the axis of the earth, there is something about like this massive shower of love that is going to enter as soon as this truth pierces through the veil, pierces through the atmosphere, pierces through your brain, your mind. And this is something that it's not happening just for you or with you, and it's not about you. It's about the whole planet. Ending here with the Knight of Swords, this is talking about witnesses. I feel like the moment that this happens to you, you are in a, maybe this is, you know, an incredible meditation or like this profound moment of silence or just immersion in yourself, in your research, in your asking. But this is like, it's like literally cracking your mind open to a powerful piece of truth that is enabling this love. It's like this type of love holds information as well that needs to be witnessed. And I feel like, you know, maybe you're going through an experience that is going to profoundly change you, Gemini. But the powerful change is not, as I said, it's not for your personal life. It has a bigger purpose. So what happens to you needs to be seen by others that are going to follow your steps in a sense, right? As I said, you are a skilled apprentice. So maybe, you know, maybe you are in a class with a teacher and you are the most interested student. And this magician knows that, right? And this is just a metaphor, of course, because, you know, it could be playing out literally for you like that. But it's like, you know, being a student of life, essentially, and knowing that there are other students in the same classroom that is Earth. And so there are others that are going to see the same thing that you're seeing, going to feel the same thing that you're feeling, but in a different perspective, because it needs to be seen from different angles, right? So this is something that I see here with the multiple facets of the globe, of the earth, of, you know, this diamond. It's like this planet needs to be perceived through different angles. And that is the reason why there are different sets of eyes, right? It's like this Knight of Swords is representing the witnesses that are going to just be around you the moment that it's like, are they part of the answer, or are they just supposed to witness, right? Essentially see what is going on. I don't know yet. I'm not receiving anything from it. Maybe because I have to wait until it's 8 also. Maybe because this answer hasn't come in yet, right? But in a way, I feel like there's only goodness coming with this shower of love, right? For the planet, for humanity, for the whole. So whether or not you know these other students, whether or not you are in an actual classroom with, you know, a teacher, I feel like you don't have to worry about others seeing you. You don't have to be ashamed or, you know, bashful to, you know, or shy or timid. I feel like this is not something that you're concerned about, but just as, you know, a heads up, if there are others that you may or may not know around you, the moment that you receive this mind-blowing piece of information that might put you in a state of, you know, maybe put you in like this trance state where you know, maybe you're tripping, maybe you're high, maybe, I don't know, Gemini, but it's like, don't worry about others. It's important for them to witness you, right? It's not about you seeing them, it's more about them seeing you, you see? So I am going to pull more cards for you, Gemini, and I'm going to pull from the astrological runes as well. So if you want to join me in the extended reading, I'll be very happy to see you, and you can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.